This one is so much sweeter. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do, write my own history. Hey, what's up, guys?
Josh from here. Congratulations on the victory and the first title defense. I guess just physically, emotionally, how you feeling after your first successful title defense?
I feel great, man. It feel great. I think that was a great fight for the fans. But the only thing is that I told you guys I was gonna finish him inside 3 rounds, and Tatsura is a tough guy, man. Nothing but respect to him.
Did you think you were close to getting him out of there in the first 3 rounds? It looked like you were pretty putting it on him, especially in the early round.
I think the first time I dropped him, like I woke him back up, and then the second time I don't know how he got up. But like I said, man, he's tough, and I was trying to submit him, but he's good, man. He's good.
Obviously, especially in the countdown and immediate day, he said he would have the advantage on the ground. You obviously survived his grappling in there. So was it as did he excel in that, or was he as strong as that as you expected, or do you have a lot of tricks in there that maybe you had to work on the fly?
Like I said, man, I told you guys, I got ground in my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, but you know what I mean, like that I can't do. But you know what I mean. We show our ground a little bit here and there, but next time we get better for sure.
Were you surprised that he didn't go down earlier? Because I think it was especially in the second and third round, he wasn't moving his head at all. You just kept blasting him in the nose, and he kept coming forward.
Yeah, man. One thing about him is that he know like how to go back or and things like that. So it was a little harder for me to find my timings and my distance because he was keep going backward and things like that. So yeah, that's what kind of like saved him.
Did his leg kicks play any factor at all? It seemed like he was throwing that a lot in the early rounds.
Nah, the last one he threw, that shit hurt. But other than that, man, the first two, the first 2 rounds, it wasn't like a hard one. But the last one, I think he landed. I think he hit my nerve or something. Yeah.
I was listening to one of your interviews over there, or Pantoja's interview, and Dana White confirms that he's probably next for you. Pantoja seems to want to make this a 5-round, wants to drag it 5 rounds to make it painful for you. And I think I heard your response was he better go drink some milk. Is that correct?
Yes. He better go get some milk, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Just right here. How this win feels comparatively at the one against Pantoja? Because of the way you finished the fight, does it feel better, or for you, a win is a win, a belt is a belt?
Yeah, man, a win is a win, but this one is so much sweeter. Just because the Pantoja fight, man, nobody, I would want to wish on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? So this is so much sweeter for sure.
But you felt bad after Pantoja win with the criticize of the fans.
Yeah, man, I feel bad. I told him, like, I walk up to him, because when I was celebrating, I didn't know his arm was like that, And after I saw his arm on the screen, like, I walk up to him, I say sorry. He said sorry, this and that, and then next thing you know, he waited 3 months, and then he came and do a little interviews. His panocha hurt, so he's saying a lot of shit now. So I don't know what's up with him, man. I saw him yesterday. Like, there's no hate for me. You know what I mean? I talked to him. I shake his hand, but I don't know what he got in his head, man.
Last one for me. Can we see you one day in bantamweight division? I know it's early for you. You got still to do in flyweight, but is it one of your goals to go up one day?
Yes and no, because I wanna accomplish more in my division. A lot of people, when they win the belt, they just want to go up and things like that. But I want to make history, because a lot of people don't know flyweight like that. You know what I mean? Now we're just popping up. So I want to do great thing in flyweight division.
Do you want to break the records of Mighty Mouse?
Record is record, man. I think that was old time. Now it's the new generation of fighting. So I think it's a little different now. Yeah.
Congrats.
Josh, how important was it for you to stay behind your jab, stay patient, and then eventually find that finish in the 5th round after going for the submission attempts in the 3rd?
Man, patience was the key, man. You know, my coaches, even the training camp, man. You know, see my fight got moved. I was irritated. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to like hurt people or something. You know, man. And my coaches, they telling me to stop hurting my training partners and things like that. You know, the whole camp, man, they was telling me be patient. You know, stay calm and this and that, and that's what you guys see.
I know earlier in the year you were going back and forth on Twitter with Manel Cobb and calling for him on the Houston card that happened earlier this year. In the future, could you see yourself headlining a Houston pay-per-view?
For sure, for sure. That's the goal, right? Houston is what raised me. You know, I was born in Myanmar, but you know, Houston raised me. So I do wanna. I do see Houston as my own city. So I do want to headline in Houston.
And building off that, what message do you have to your fans from Houston as you sent a message in your walk-off to your fans in Myanmar? What message do you have to them?
Man, like I said, man, the world will know of us, you know, the people of Myanmar. And Houston, Texas, man, we got a UFC champion now.
713, baby.
Let's go.
Josh, right over here. You dropped him a bunch of times throughout the fight. Were you surprised that he was able to keep getting back up and even was able to take you down after that?
Yeah, he's tough, man. He's tough. Like I said, nothing but respect to the kid.
We've seen champions slow down before with activity, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case for you. When do you think we can see you back in the octagon next?
I don't know. I got to talk to my team, you know, see what's up. And like I said, maybe heal up a little bit and things like that. So at least one more by the end of this year.
Do you feel like this fight, and Tyra specifically, might have brought out the best version of Joshua Van we've seen so far?
Yeah, I always, like, I don't look at, like, a certain fight as, like, a bigger fight or things like that, you know what I mean? The fight that I have in front of me is always going to be the biggest fight for me, so this is the biggest fight.
Before the fight, we talked about how you said, like, the hate and the fans in your comment section and whatever. You like the hate because it kind of kept your name relevant. What do you think the fans are going to say about this fight?
I think they're loving it, man. I think they're loving it. Hopefully.
Thank you.
Josh, over here. So we were talking before the fight about, you know, you guys combined for 50 years old. It was the youngest championship fight
Yeah.
in 25 years. I asked you if you thought that maybe you guys would be fighting again down the road someday because you guys are so young. Now that you've actually been in the cage with him, do you feel like he has what it takes to kind of be able to fight back up the mountain and give you a rematch or get a rematch with you?
For sure, for sure. Tatsuro is a well-rounded guy, and he got nothing but respect from me, man. He's a tough kid.
Now, you got a fight of the night bonus on this one. You must have heard that right now, right?
Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
it.
So and so obviously this is coming off of a fight of the year last year. Amazing fight that you had with Brandon Royval. Do you see kind of your ticket maybe to getting a higher profile as just being that action fighter, the guy who just brings home the bonuses?
Yeah, man. All my fight, you ain't never see a boring Joshua Van fight. You know what I mean? So now that I get to fight on like the higher level, right? Coleman and things like that. So now a lot more people get to see me now. So it's a blessing.
You're kind of a laid-back guy, you know. It seems like you almost like to just kind of chill most of the time. But like when you're up here, you getting more comfortable with these media interactions?
Yeah, for sure, man. It get a lot easier, for sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Joshua, you have won all your fights against Japanese fighters in the UFC. What do you think it will take for a Japanese fighter to become champion?
What will Japanese fighter just train hard, man. I think just train hard. Yeah, the two fighter that I fought, the Japanese guys, man, they got heart. So I think the main thing is just to train hard. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Van, after the fight, one of the first things you spoke about was your faith and how important that is to you. You know, how does your spirituality keep you centered, you know, as opportunities and just success continues to grow?
Man, my faith is everything. You know, without Jesus Christ, man, I won't be nothing. You know what I mean? So it's always to give glory to Him, And you know, like I said, my faith is everything.
How has your faith, changed the way you define success outside of the octagon as well?
My faith, it kept me humble in a way. You know, like I said, I'm not the perfect Christians, or I'm not the perfect believer, but it always lead me back to Him. To Christ. So it helped me in a lot of way for sure.
Joshua right here. I think tonight showed you were exactly as well-rounded as you've been saying all week that you are. Your improvements being incredible to watch. I guess how much higher is the ceiling for you? How much further do you think you can go as far as evolving your skill set?
Man, I'm definitely gonna get better from this fight. There's a lot of things that I gotta improve on. So, man, you guys will see, a lot better Joshua Van soon.
Yeah, and you had that hilarious interview with Demetrius Johnson where he was trying to kind of teach you about the history of this division.
Yeah.
Are you ready to, I guess, make your own history here with a long title reign?
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. Write my own history.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.